Hello everyone, I welcome you all to VisionQ YouTube channel. So in today's video, we'll be discussing a very important section which is known as Science and Technology. A very important section for all the examination including APSC, any state PSCs, SSC, Railway, plus all other central and state level exam. So this session will consist of 25 questions. Actually, it was a mock test which was held in our offline classes in the institute, which consists of 50 questions, but I will be discussing here two sections. First section consists of 25 questions, and in the next video, we'll be discussing the next part of 25 questions. So before starting this video, if you are new to our channel, so please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also press the bell icon so that you will get notification about different examinations, different videos important for the examination. तो चलिए इस वीडियो को स्टार्ट करते हैं और देखते हैं आज का फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ टुडे सेशन. So this is the first question, number one. Question is based on physics. You are sitting inside an open vehicle moving at uniform speed. So when you throw a stone vertically upwards, the stone will fall. So in this case, since the motion is uniform speed, okay, it is given that the speed of this body is uniform, and you are moving in an open vehicle. So if you throw a stone vertically upwards, obviously the stone will fall over you because the speed of the body is uniform motion. If the speed has not been uniform motion, if the body was not moving at uniform speed, then the answer would be different. But since the object is moving at uniform speed, so obviously when you throw a stone vertically upwards, the stone will fall over you. The right answer is option number C of the first question. Next, see the second question of today's session, which is question number 2. Which among the following is the largest asteroid? So if I talk about asteroids are basically some rocky airless bodies which are present in our solar system, and it was formed millions of years ago when our solar system was formed. So largest asteroid, basically asteroids are natural satellites. There are some natural satellites which are present in our solar system, just like the moons, the comets, meteoroids, meteors. So same is the asteroid. The largest asteroid discovered ever is the Ceres. The right answer will be option number C. And if I talk about Ceres, it was discovered by an Italian Catholic priest whose name is Giuseppe Piazzi. In the year 1801, on 1st January 1801. So this is the largest asteroid discovered ever. The correct answer is option number C, Ceres. Okay, let us move to the third question, question number 3. So which part of plant evaporates water? Now, this process of evaporation of water, we call this process as transpiration. The process by which plants give out water in the form of water vapor. And this transpiration process is helped by a very important part of plant which is known as stomata. And stomata is present in the leaves of plants. Okay, so this process is done by stomata. The answer will be option number C, stomata. Next question, question number 4. Which satellite is used by Tata Sky? So there are many satellites. These are all man-made satellites which are launched by man, obviously. So if I talk about Indian satellites, the first satellite which was launched by India was Aryabhatta, and this series is known as INSAT series. There are many satellites under this INSAT series. INSAT refers to Indian National Satellite System. Now the first satellite of this INSAT series was launched in the year April 1982, and it was INSAT 1A. But INSAT 1A could not fulfill the mission. So the next year, in the August 1983, INSAT 1B was launched. So INSAT 1A was the first satellite of the INSAT series, but it could not fulfill the mission. So in the next year, in August 1983, INSAT 1B was launched. Now there are many series of INSAT 1, INSAT 1A, INSAT 1B. Similarly, INSAT 2A, INSAT 2B. Now this satellite which is used by Tata Sky or any DTH broadcasting services, direct to home broadcasting services, it is basically known as INSAT 4A. This satellite is used for communication purposes. which is basically used for direct to home broadcasting services. So answer will be option number D, which is INSAT 4A. Okay. Next question. Question number 4. The fourth question is discussed. Next question number 5. India's first pico-satellite. A very important question for the examination. So pico-satellite are those satellites whose weight is less than 1 kg. Pico-satellites, nano-satellites, all these are student satellites. All these are student satellites which are developed by various institutions and universities across the country. Now, India's first pico-satellites is the StatSat or student satellite. The answer will be option number C. And it was launched by the Indian launch vehicle whose name is PSLV C-15. This is one Indian launch vehicle. To PSLV, that is the Polar Satellite Launching Vehicle, is basically an Indian launch vehicle. And this satellite was launched by the PSLV C-15 launch vehicle. And it was developed by a group of 7 engineering colleges from Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So it was developed by 7 engineering colleges from the 2 states, Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. The answer of this question will be option number C, student satellite. Next question will be question number 6. The sixth question is, which of the following is not a characteristic of solid? Now, in case of solid, okay, we know there are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Now, there are also 2 more states of matter, which is known as the plasma. Next is the BEC, which is known as Bose-Einstein condensate. So, matter is present in these 5 states of matter. But out of these 5 states of matter, the first 3 are the most prominent states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Now this question is, which of the following is not a characteristic of solid? Now we know in case of solid, the molecules are very closely packed. Okay, the molecules are closely packed, and because of this, they have high density. It has a regular shape also. It is also rigid. So correct option will be option number C, because solid object is not compressible. Compressible object is the gas. Because in case of gas, the molecules are very far apart from each other. So obviously, gaseous objects can be compressed. And solid has the least compressibility, and gaseous object has the highest compressibility. The answer will be option number C, that solid particles does not have high compressibility. The right answer is option number C of question number 6. Next, move to question number 7. So students, if you are liking this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to our video for more such important questions, which are very, very important for all the examinations. So next question is, reduction in blood clotting capacity may be caused due to deficiency of which vitamin? Now blood clotting capacity is controlled by vitamin K. Now if I talk about vitamin K, vitamins A, D, E and K all are fat soluble vitamins. Vitamins which are soluble in fat. And if I talk about vitamin B, which is also known as vitamin B complex, and vitamin C, these are water soluble vitamins. Now, every vitamin has different functions in our body. Vitamin K function is, it helps in the clotting of blood. So if someone has deficiency of vitamin K, then blood clotting capacity of that person will be reduced. So the right answer will be option number C, vitamin K. Next, question number 8. To which planet does the smallest natural satellite of our solar system belong? Now, smallest natural satellite or the smallest moon is the moon of Mars, the Mars planet, which is known as Deimos. And the largest natural satellite is the Jupiter's moon, which is known as Ganymede. So if I talk about the smallest satellite, which is the Deimos, it basically belongs to the Mars. So Mars has two moons or two natural satellites. One is the Phobos, other is the Deimos. Now Mars moon Deimos is the smallest natural satellite of the solar system. So the right answer will be option number D, Mars. So students, let's see the next question, question number 9. Consider the following satellites. There are 4 satellites given here: Phobos, Ganymede, Europa and Deimos. To which of the satellite is or are Galilean satellites? Okay, now what do you mean by Galilean satellites? The planet Jupiter has total 80 natural satellites, or you can say 80 moons at present. Now, out of these 80 moons, 4 moons are of scientific interest, and these are the largest moons out of these 80 moons of Jupiter. Out of these largest 4 moons, the name of these 4 moons or 4 satellites are: first is the Io, next is Europa, third is the Ganymede, and last is the Callisto. Now these 4 satellites, Io, Europa, Ganymede and Callisto, these were discovered or observed by the astronomer which is known as Galileo Galilei in the year 1610. So because of that, these 4 satellites of Jupiter or 4 moons of Jupiter are known as Galilean satellites, because they were observed by Galileo in the year 1610 in the month of January. The right answer will be 2 and 3. 2 and 3, Ganymede and Europa, are known as Galilean satellites. So the right answer will be option number A, 2 and 3. And Phobos and Deimos, as I have discussed in the previous question, these 2 satellites belong to Mars. So the right answer of this question number 9 is option number A, only 2 and 3 is right. Okay, next move to question number 10. Which institute developed India's first nano-satellite, which is known as Jugnu? Now previously we have discussed the question where we have discussed pico-satellite. Those satellites whose weight is less than 1 kg. Now nano-satellite are those satellites whose weights are less than 10 kg. Now first nano-satellite discovered ever was the Jugnu satellite, and Jugnu was discovered by or developed by IIT Kanpur. Because I have already discussed that these are all student satellites, they are discovered by different institutions and universities across in the country. The right answer will be option number C, IIT Kanpur. Okay, next move to question number 10. Question number 10 is discussed. Question number 11. Okay, very important question related to acid rain. Okay, acid rain is caused by the pollution of environment by which 2 gases? Now acid rain is caused by some greenhouse gases, obviously. Now these greenhouse gases, it is because of 2 gases. First is the nitrous oxide, symbolically is known as N2O. Basically acid rain is caused by nitrogen oxides. Acid rain is caused by nitrogen oxides, compounds consisting of nitrogen and oxygen, just like NO, N2O, nitrogen dioxide, NO2. Okay. Now this N2O is known as the nitrous oxide. It is known as nitrous oxide. And it has one common name also, which is very important for exam point of view. This common name of this nitrous oxide is the laughing gas. The common name of this nitrous oxide gas or N2O is known as laughing gas. Now acid rain is caused by nitrogen oxides gases, and secondly sulphur dioxide, symbolically it is known as SO2. The right answer will be option number C, nitrous oxide and sulphur dioxide. Next question, question number 12. Which planet has the highest number of natural satellites? A very important question from natural satellites. Now that planet which is the highest number of satellites is the Saturn. So at present, Saturn has a total of 83 natural satellites or 83 moons. And I have already discussed that Jupiter has 80 satellites. The second highest number of satellites is present in Jupiter. And the first highest number of satellites is present in Saturn. And the least number of satellites is present in Mercury and Venus. Mercury and Venus are two planets which have 0 natural satellite or 0 moons. So the right answer will be option number B. Saturn has the highest number of natural satellites, and the present value of this is 83 at present. Okay, let us see the next question. Which satellite is known as Earth Observation Satellite that was launched on 2005 5th May? And the right answer will be Cartosat 1. So Cartosatellite 1 was basically an Earth observation satellite, and the first satellite of the Cartosat series, which was launched on 5th May 2005. And the main use of the satellite is Earth observation satellite. The answer will be option number B, Cartosatellite 1 or Cartosat 1. So let's move to the next question, question number 14. The main use of salt in the diet. Okay, why do you use salt in the diet? Basically to produce some small amounts of hydrochloric acid. Now you know everyone, HCl is present in our stomach. And basically the main use of HCl is to help in digestion of food. So the main use of the salt in the diet is to produce some amounts of hydrochloric acid to help in the digestion of food. So answer will be option number B of question number 14. Next question, let us see the next question, question number 15. Okay, there are 4 gases given here: carbon monoxide, methane, ozone and sulphur dioxide. Which of the above are released into the atmosphere due to the burning of crop or biomass residue? So when agriculture residue or biomass residue is burnt or crop residue is burned, which gases are released into the atmosphere? A very important question for examination point of view. Now these are basically some greenhouse gases. So all these are right options. Carbon monoxide, methane, which is CH4, ozone gas present in the stratosphere of the Earth's atmosphere, and sulphur dioxide, all are greenhouse gases and all are released into the atmosphere when agricultural crop residue or biomass residue is burnt. So the right answer will be all these are right. So answer will be option number D. 1, 2, 3 and 4 is right. चलिए next देखते हैं question number 16 को. Okay, which satellite is dedicated as India's first multi-wavelength space observatory or space telescope? So which satellite is the India's first multi-wavelength space telescope or space observatory? India's first space telescope. The name of this satellite is Astro-satellite or Astrosat 1, which was launched by the Indian launch vehicle PSLV-XL. The PSLV, that is a polar satellite launching vehicle, and PSLV-XL's launching vehicle launched this satellite, Astro-satellite. It is the India's first multi-wavelength space satellite or space telescope. Okay, next move to the next question, question number 17. Question from chemistry, which choose the correct statement. There are 4 statements given here. The question is based on acids and bases. Okay, now we know whenever acid and base react, when one acid and one base react, it gives salt in water. And this reaction is known as neutralisation reaction. Neutralisation reaction. Now when an acid and a base react, it gives salt and water, and this reaction is known as neutralisation reaction. Now whenever acid and base react, salt is formed. So first answer is right. Reaction between acid and a base is known as neutralisation reaction. This is also right. The right answer will be option number C. So that means when acid and base react, they neutralize each other to form salt and water. If I give an example here, suppose if hydrochloric acid, if HCl, hydrochloric acid, if HCl react with a base, suppose sodium hydroxide is a base, It gives the salt which is known as common salt, obviously sodium chloride, NaCl plus water. So acid and base react to give salt and water. Okay, let us discuss the next question. Question number 18. To question from virus, a very important topic from exam point of view. To which of the following diseases are caused due to a virus? So, Ebola, AIDS, that is the acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Full form of AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Then SARS, which is known as severe acute respiratory syndrome. So severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, then AIDS, Ebola, all are diseases which are caused by virus. Basically, SARS is caused by coronavirus. COVID-19 also is a disease which we all know. We are all familiar with this disease. COVID-19, SARS, these are all caused by coronavirus. So answer of this question will be option number D. Okay, all these are caused due to a virus. Okay, next move to question number 19. Which satellite was developed jointly by India and France? The right answer of this question is Megatropicus. So answer is option number C. Now if I talk about this satellite, this is developed jointly by the Indian Space Research Organization, ISRO, and the French Space Agency, which is known as France CNES. National Center for Space Studies. National Center for Space Studies. So these two organizations jointly developed this satellite, which is known as Megatropicus, and it was developed in the year 2011 and launched by the PSLV satellite, and its main purpose is to study the water cycle. Okay, the main purpose of the satellite Megatropicus is to study the water cycle in the atmosphere. The right answer will be option number C, Megatropicus. So students, let us discuss the next question, question number 20 of today's section. To which among the following is the major component of Gobar gas? Now the main component of Gobar gas is the methane, which is basically one greenhouse gas, and the formula is CH4. Butane, ethane, propane, and methane all are organic compounds consisting of carbon and hydrogen. The formula for butane is C4H10. The formula for ethane is C2H6. Propane is C3H8. And the formula for methane is CH4. The right answer of this question will be option number D, methane. Let us move to the next question, question number 21. So again a question based on satellite. IRNSS is what type of satellite? Now if I talk about IRNSS, the full form of this satellite is the Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. So from the word navigation itself, we can understand that this satellite main purpose is to help in navigation purposes. Okay, to locate the position of any object. So this satellite is known as IRNSS, Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. And the first satellite of this IRNSS series was IRNSS 1A. It is a group of 7 satellites. First satellite was launched in the year 2013, whose name was IRNSS 1A. And it was launched in the year 2013, and it's a group of 7 satellites. The right answer of this question will be option number A. This is a series of navigation satellite. So let us see the next question, question number 22. Which is the first meteorological satellite built by ISRO? Okay, satellites used for weather purposes, weather forecasting and all. So the main satellite or the first meteorological satellite which was built by ISRO is the Kalpana 1. A very important question from examination point of view. Named after Kalpana Chawla. Okay, the first meteorological satellite which was built by ISRO is the Indian Space Research Organization is the Kalpana 1. To answer will be option number C, Kalpana 1. Next question, question number 23. The easily noticed smell of the LPG gas is because of which of the following gases? Now LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, is a mixture of some hydrocarbons. The main constituents of LPG gases are propane, butane, and methane. Now, apart from these organic compounds, LPG also has one extra gases or extra compound you can say. The name of these gases is ethyl mercaptan. Ethyl mercaptan, also known as ethane thiol. The formula of this compound is C2H6S. It consists of carbon, hydrogen and sulphur. It is also known as one organosulfur compound. Organosulfur compound because it consists of carbon, hydrogen and sulphur. Now this gas or this compound is added in the LPG cylinder because to detect smell, to detect leakage of cylinder. So we know whenever cylinder gets leak, a smell comes out, isn't it? So this smell is because of this compound, which is known as ethane thiol or ethyl mercaptan. Butane, propane and methane does not have any smell. They does not have any smell, but this gas or this compound ethane thiol has a characteristic smell to warn the leakage of cylinder. The main use of this gas is to detect the leakage of cylinder. The answer of this question is option number D, that is ethane thiol, also known as ethyl mercaptan. The formula is C2H6S and it is an organosulfur compound. So let us see the next question, question number 24. Now the US launched the first satellite into space on 31st January 1958. Now the name of the satellite was the Explorer 1, which was launched by US in the year 1958, 31st January. Now previously Sputnik 1 was the first satellite launched ever into space. It was launched in the year 1957 by the Soviet Union, presently known as Russia. In the next year, US launched a satellite into space, which is known as Explorer 1. And in the year 1975, India launched the first satellite into space, which was known as Aryabhatta, in the year 1975. The right answer of this question is option number A, which is the Explorer 1. So students, let us discuss the last question of today's session, question number 25. So when was Chandrayaan I launched? That is the first lunar mission of India. Okay, India's first lunar probe, or you can say lunar mission, under the lunar probe under the Chandrayaan program. So this Chandrayaan I lunar probe was launched, first of all, it was launched by the Indian Space Vehicle, PSLV, is the Polar Satellite Launching Vehicle, XL. So PSLV XL space vehicle launched this Chandrayaan I satellite into space in the year 22nd October 2008. So right answer of this question will be option number A, 22nd October 2008. So these were the 25 questions, very important questions for all the examinations. So if you have liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our video for more such important videos in the future. And also press the bell icon so that you will get notifications about different kinds of videos in the future. So चलिए students, मिलते हैं next session पे, where we will discuss the next set of 25 questions from question number 26 till question number 50. So thank you all.